Check. 1, 2. Yo, it's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. This is the Shark Onesie. My name's Abby. Welcome to Not Too Shabby. I'm in a new place. You can't tell because the background's exactly the same. It's just a plain wall. And then the ceiling. I'm in Georgia. In the spirit of all things autumnal. And the fact that it's Christmas time now. This is going to be Not Too Shabby. Pocket change. Things change quite a lot. You have to deal with said change. Everyone tells you that you'll deal with change, and everyone deals with change. So it's a lot of figuring out how you personally need to deal with whatever change ends up entering your life. My most recent change would be moving again. I lived with Andrea Lassell, my number one homie roomie girl. Like, I love her to death. And now most of my friends that I have here are in college in different states or a couple hours away. My sister's in Chicago, so it's just me here. The reason I'm calling this pocket change is because it's a bunch of small changes. Everyone has pocket change in their life. I mean, things change day to day. Things change every day, like the weather, that dial of small change that still affects your life. Change is different for everybody, especially if it's unplanned change. And the thing with change is, especially unplanned change, is you just learning to accept it. I have stopped making plans in my life. I have made guidelines because I'm a very religious human being. Whenever I make plans, God is just like, nope, boop, and he just kind of flicks them away and puts, his plan in. And there's never been a moment in my life where my plan was better than God's. Duh. But it's frustrating, You come to a point in your life where you make a plan and you're like, oh, this is just how it's going to go. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be great. And then you get there and your plan's all messed up, something went wrong, someone's not there, blah, 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 and it just unravels, and you're left stressed and freaking out, and you don't know what to do. And so you're trying to cope with this change as quickly as you can to get it back to this perfect idea of what you had, and it's just a mess. One of my favorite quotes, I have no idea who it's by, because someone just said it to me in passing: clarity of vision with flexibility in the process. You need to be flexible, because change is weird. Change is like this. It's like finding the person you like. When you like a person, you don't like a person because they're perfect. You like a person because you see they're good and you accept they're bad and you grow together. You look at a person and you see all the things that they think are flaws and you look at them and you're like, no, you are an amazing creation of a human being. Find you extraordinary, and you look at those things, and that's how you need to see change. You need to see it and see all of the messed up things that people are like, oh my gosh, it didn't go right, someone was supposed to do this and it didn't, what do I do? You're supposed to look at it and see it and be like, oh no, this is good, this will be a good thing. Look at all of the bad things that inherently come with change, and you look at it and you're like, no, I will make this good. That's what change is. It's this weird, bad, good, extraordinary thing that comes into our lives and explodes. It can either destroy us or it can mold us into this new thing. I came home and my room was changed, but this was not how I grew up with my room. My sister and I, we sat down for a little bit and we were like, this is really weird, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Then, we sat down, we looked at it, and we're like, oh, we have this big space in the middle now. Let's set up your tent on Christmas Eve and cover it in fairy lights. And so we started seeing new bits and pieces. So we started seeing all of the good parts of this change. We looked at all the change that happened in the room, and we started making it feel a little more like it did when we grew up. It's seeing the change and going through with it. We can go with the flow, we can move with the change, rather than see it as a brick wall and just sit there and stare at it and cry. You want to see the change and look at it and be like, okay, cool. You don't want to avoid it because change is good. Everyone needs change. The world is constantly changing. You cannot avoid change. It's impossible. It is possible to accept it and see it as something that's good. Move with the change. Bye! I'm doing Vlogmas. So December 1st, I'll start vlogging and I'll put it up on this channel. I do this a lot. It makes for bad title cards. They're all the same. I can only ever speak in metaphors and similes, apparently.